An LLC, or limited liability company, is treated as a pass-through entity for federal tax purposes. This means that profits and losses pass through the business to the individual members who own the business. This information is then reported on their own tax returns. This can result in paying fewer taxes, since the profits are not taxed at both the business level and the personal level. The tax filing requirements for an LLC depend on how they are classified by the IRS. Based on the number of members, LLCs can be classified as one of the following for federal tax purposes: as a single-member LLC or multi-member LLC. A single-member LLC, or limited liability company, has only one member. Unless the single-member LLC elects to be treated as a corporation, it is generally treated as a disregarded entity or sole proprietorship by the IRS. Single-member LLCs treated as disregarded entities are required to file Form 1040 annually to report their income and losses to the IRS. On the other hand, single-member LLCs that elect to be treated as corporations must file Form 1120 or 1120S to report income and expenses. Multi-member LLCs, on the other hand, are limited liability companies with 2 or more members, and they can be treated as a partnership or S corporation or C corporation. Based on how they're treated, multi-member LLCs should file one of these forms to report income and expenses. Multi-member LLCs treated as partnerships need to file Form 1065. Multi-member LLCs treated as S corporations need to file Form 1120S, and multi-member LLCs treated as a C corporation should file Form 1120. The tax filing deadline for LLCs depends on the type of form they are required to file and the tax year they follow. For LLCs treated as a partnership or S corporation, the deadline to file their business tax returns is on the 15th day of the 3rd month after their tax year ends. This means the deadline for LLCs following a calendar tax year is March 15th. For LLCs treated as sole proprietorships or C corporations, the deadline to file their business tax returns is the 15th day of the 4th month after the tax year ends. This means the deadline for any LLCs following the calendar tax year is April 18th. Sometimes, LLCs may require more time to prepare and file their business tax returns. If this is the case, they can easily file a business tax extension. All types of LLCs, except single-member LLCs treated as sole proprietorships, can file Form 7004 to request an extension of up to 6 months. Single-member LLCs treated as sole proprietorships need to file Form 4868. However, extensions only extend the filing deadline for business tax returns. LLCs are still required to make estimated tax payments to the IRS within the original deadline. It's also important to note that LLCs may need to file an extension with their state if they need more time on their state income tax returns. With the deadline for LLCs to file tax returns quickly approaching, filing an extension now can provide that extra bit of time needed to prepare the business tax returns without any rush. Thankfully, ExpressExtension.com provides the easiest way for LLCs to file an extension with the IRS quickly and get instant IRS approval. We also support state tax extensions for many states. Our dedicated support team is always ready to address any questions you may have. Visit ExpressExtension.com today